kind of an interesting trend I've noticed with the 49ers in extending their players. The Niners don't have the best track record of extending players since John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan have gotten here. You always want to reward the players that have done a good job that you've drafted and developed. But can we just go through the list real quick? All right. So in 2019, they didn't extend Buckner. They extended Armstead, who's had moments since then, but never been able to replicate what he did in 2019. His production immediately dipped once he got paid. Still a good player, not producing like he did immediately before signing that extension, right? Armstead's the first one. Then, Jeffrey, I missed your super chats. Okay, I'll go back and find them. Give me a minute. Then the Niners extended George Kittle. They made him the highest paid tight end in the league. A lot of people at the time, me included, thought he's an elite wide receiver, an elite blocker. He should be getting $20 million a year. Settled for 16. Never has been able to reproduce the production he was putting up before he got extended. Now, he might this year, but he hasn't been able to yet. Still a good player, but they're paying for a certain production, and they haven't gotten it from those two guys. And then Fred Warner. They gave Fred Warner a ton of money last year. Still a good player, but not nearly as productive in 2021 as he was the previous 3 years. So that's a troubling trend. I have no idea what to make of it. And that brings me to Deebo Samuel and Nick Bosa. Deebo Samuel in particular. What's going to happen to him? He's 26 years old. He really, really, really worked very hard last year, not just during the season, but the whole offseason to get his body in tip-top shape, to keep himself healthy so he could get the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Well, it's right there. He's going to get the pot of gold. He's going to be rich. His kids are going to be rich. He's going to have generational wealth. What's going to happen? Is he going to give the Niners 1,700 yards next year? Or is he going to be the next guy who's still good, still a good player, but not quite producing like I don't know, man. Kyle and the Niners have to figure that out. How come the guys you extend don't live up to the extensions you give them? Just saying. D Ford. They extended. He wasn't even their guy. Didn't work out. The extensions that now the one, I guess Trent Williams, they gave him a big time extension. Let's see what happens with Trent Williams. He had a good year after the extension. Trent Williams had a great year after signing an extension. He is a pro's pro. It seems like he can maintain a level of – it wasn't his first extension either, right? He's been maintaining a certain level of excellence for a decade. Not Deebo. Deebo's had one elite year. Kittle, frankly's had two. Warner's had two. These guys get paid at the top of their position, and then can they replicate it? I'm curious. I'm just curious.